Okay, welcome to Work Chains. I'm Joey, and we're going to be working on these P40 switches. Okay, so these are FX tracks, 9-volt switches. You see in the video, here's a link to where we previously installed. There was a couple of videos where I tried to install them on the other side, and then we installed. And then we found out, battery-powered bricks, Brian at battery-powered bricks, that there was some of these got shipped out with a flaw in them. So we have received the repair pieces for that, and we're going to go and we're going to install those repair pieces, and then finish putting the switch in and the ballasting that we use on this bridge. This is our little bridge here. So yeah, let's get in. Let's get in and get a close-up and see what's going on and see what we're going to use to get this finally done. So the first thing is these are the tie bars that are the replacement pieces. All right, and then they have a nice little FX tile, a little 2x2 tile with their logo on it. But essentially what I understand is that little oval in the original pieces is round, and I checked mine, and mine are round, and that was causing some issues with the frog. I don't know exactly all the issues. I know the issue that I have, other than it can derail the trains when going through the diverging side, is that this piece of the frog is up substantially higher than the rail. So I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna get all that. We're gonna have to get these up, get this switch out and this switch out. The ballasting, if you notice, is white. I use a black plate, like 2 black plates running down each side. This doesn't necessarily correspond to anything prototypical. It's just kind of what I did and what I like. This is a metal bridge, or it's supposed to represent a metal bridge. Orange metal bridge at that. So we're going to finish the ballasting coming through here straight with tiles, black tiles, and then we have some light bluish gray to match the background to finish in the supporting tiling. And that is all over here. We have some 2x2 light bluish gray tiles, some 2x4 and 2x6. It's just kind of a mixed bag. There's a 2x3 in there. There's the original white ones that I used. Here's the box the switch came in. And then we have a bunch of black. These are from the store. Okay, so a bunch of black 2x4. I've cleared these out of the store, and there's another 2x2 tile, and then we have a bunch of 2x4 tiles, and we'll use what we need out of this tub and put the rest back in the store. I think, based on a quick count, I'm going to use all but maybe 1 or 2 of these. I don't know how many of these we're going to use. Plus, we have all these to use at first because they're not part of the store inventory. So I think the first thing we need to do is get the camera set up and pull these switches out. All right, let's go ahead and get this switch out. They're just laying there, except for where they connect into the rest of the 9-volt track, and then they're connected here. This is a little bit of a scary pull. Got that out, and we need to pull these guardrails out because they're actually going over the top. So let's get that out. There we go. There's our P40 right-hand switch. That's one. And then we got to fix all these tiles in here. Then we need to get this one out. Let's go ahead and get this. Let's just go ahead and get the destruction out of the way first. Also, we got to get these guardrails out. And there's our other, both right-hand switches. All right, like that, to create this overlap here. I think while we're here in this camera setup, let's go ahead and change this to the black rails, or to the black tiles, and finish up this line through here. We're going to use this green brick separator. That is not teal. That is not teal. Where's the camera there? There's teal, there's green. And Of course, it's not orange. So let's go ahead and we're going to take these all out, the white ones. Like that. And I'm going to take all these white extras and put them back in the white bag. And we'll get our black plates, and we're just going to continue this line going from the plates to the tiles. Hopefully this, I think, is going to line up pretty evenly with the 2x4s. Yep, there's the last one in. Okay, so that creates the same aesthetic through there. Again, this is not a prototypical, specific, any kind of bridge. Somewhere along the line I seen a picture of something that looks similar. I can't say exactly what it was or what I was shooting for, but alright, and now it looks like we're gonna take this guardrail out. This is the short piece of FX Bricks track. You need this to make the switches work. There's one here, and then there's one right here. So that creates the correct length of the switches, but we're going to need to take these 3 tiles out to get all the way back to here to create that same black line, the black aesthetic here. So let's get that. I'm also seeing, I dropped one on the floor. I'm also seeing a lot of debris in here. I probably should get the brush and tidy that up before we get too much further. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do here, I'll take this out, this one right in there. Actually, yeah. Okay, what's that there? Yeah, let's go ahead and run these out. So we got 3, and where's this? Green. Alright, so let's white pieces. Woo, blind plates. Alright. Now 3 here. Let me see, there's 3 right here. That's not a problem. We're doing 5,000 so we'll have 3 right now. I'm showing you can see. And get these 3 out of the way. Also, Brick sent us 2 more of these short pieces. The quarter, the other half length of normal Lego straight. Brick sent us 2 more of these short pieces. These are these are half length of that Lego straight track. Lego never made half lengths. They sent us 2 more. I think they knew. I think they knew that everybody was going to need those with these switches, especially doing this type of crossover that I'm doing. So I think as you know, obviously for the trouble of going through the trouble that we went through with this switch, they sent us those pieces of track. Probably they sent it to everybody saying, this is, if you didn't realize you're going to need this at some point, you're going to need, the geometry is going to eventually create a necessity for those half pieces. So it's a good thank you for sticking with us type token, because I'm sure, I don't know how many people got these switches wrong or got the wrong pieces in the switches, but it was problematic. Oh look, there's a upside down, that's in the wrong drawer, and it needs to be put in the correct drawer in the store, because the store's probably missing one of those. So we'll take care of that here. And we're about to run out of these black ones, but I think we're going to have just enough to finish. Yeah, I think I said I was going to have 4 extra when I did the math. We have 3, but I actually threw one on the floor. So this drawer is now officially empty in the store. Or, well, it has 3 in it. Okay, so we have the switch removed, and these are the tie bars. As you can see from our inspection sheet, we want the tie bars with the slot, or the oval, right here, and not the ones with the hole. In previous inspection, I found that mine have the hole, so they sent us the slots. So let's go ahead and get these out based on their instructions, which are right here. 4 steps for changing it out. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn this over. I'm not sure how well we're going to get this on video. And we're going to take, let's see, we want to take this piece out here. So we have to take this is just a Technic pin or axle, and we're going to push that out like that, which raises that up. Okay, and then it comes out without breaking, right? I feel like I've done the wrong one. Let's try the other one real quick. This is a very delicate operation. I might not feel like it came out. There, it's out. These just twist out from what I remember. Okay, let's look at the thing again. Use the brick separator, and it's the diverging side. It's this side that I need to take out. So this I need to go back in. Looks like I think they both gonna have to come out eventually. There it is. Okay. Okay. So that's pretty. Inspect the shape. Yep, and I have the circle ones in there. Okay, so I think we need to get this one out too as well, because we don't have instructions on how to actually replace it. Just have the instructions on how to get it out. Okay, so this one goes on this side and this one goes on this side. Let's not get those confused. Okay, and then we need to get this tie bar out. Okay, then we need to replace it with this, with the exact same orientation. And our orientation, this is the new one. Here we go. So we want to take that one out and put this one in. So we're going to slide that in. Like that. All right, and then gently wiggle that back in place, and then put that back in, and then this one is not going to wiggle as easy. It would also help if I wiggled the correct end. Okay, and like that, and I can already, I can already feel with my finger. It is still a little proud, but not nearly as proud as it was. I don't know exactly what, they never really said what their fix was. I do know, so this side is really proud still. Do I have it all snapped down in there? It is snapped down in there. But on that diverging rail, it feels much better now. This side's still not, I got it snapped down in there better now. Okay. Yeah. That feels pretty good. So, all right, that's one down. Let's go ahead and get the other one fixed. So, now we need to pop that out there. And we'll just push the other one out as well. And then it's just a matter of wiggling that up. wiggling that out. It just literally wiggles. Put that one to that side. These are probably not intended to be taken out as many times. Alright, I feel like I'm not out far enough. There we go, there was a good pop. Now we need a little wiggle. Okay, and we're going to pull that one out. And we're going to check our orientation. Alright, here's our new one. Can we see that on camera? It's our new one. I'm going to put that in. The same orientation. I'm basing it on these little clips for orientation. And there is some mold markings, and there's an L on here. Is there an R on the other side? There is. There's an R on the other side. So I would assume if you're using the right-hand switches, these are the left-hand switches. No, these are right-hand switches. But the L was up. So the L was up on mine. I'm assuming it makes some kind of difference. Alright, so now we'll put these back in. I think this one we can put in like that and then rotate back in. Snap that into position. This one's a little trickier. So you get it under, but it went under really quick that time. I must be getting better at this. And then snap that down. Okay. Again, it doesn't feel as proud. I should have took some really close-up pictures of how much prouder the frog was prior to this. All right, it feels good. So one other thing that we want to do on the back side of these, right here, there's a jumper. And you can take that jumper out and it disconnects the power from the diverging side, basically. So we're going to take this jumper, I believe it just slides out like that. There we go. And that will disconnect the power. Let's see. Coming along here and keep it from going into the diverging side on one side. It's still going to have the power going here, but it probably disconnects here, maybe? I don't know. We probably needed to test that and see, but I wanted to pull that out before I put it back into the layout. That should keep us from having any erroneous voltage going from the inside loop to the outside loop. It's time to put it back in the layout. Okay, so that was it. We did the replacement with the little tie bar in our FX Bricks switch here, our 9-volt switch, and we did a little run test. Not only did we get the daylight through the switch very well backwards, but we got the big boy and all its cars through their through the diverging forward. So I'm happy. We are not going to try and put it over there. It's staying here. This is the new home. This is where it's going to be, on this bridge. It's much more secure bridge. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.